Good evening. I'm going to talk about logistics, green logistics. Green logistics is the minimization of the environmental impact of the logistics process. It means that the company is going to make or perform strategies to find a balance between economical and ecological efficiency. Origins. Okay, the origin of the green logistics is the Kyoto Protocol. It was an agreement between many nations that ordered the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions in order to help the environment. Certifications are like a car, you're having a car that you show that you are really responsible, committed to protect the environment. You protect the environment, you reduce the contamination. As I told you, it's like a car, and it shows you a good image of the company. Product handling, as you may know, logistics has different activities. Each of those activities have different ways of contamination. For example, transport. A lot of transport use fuels that can cause a strong emission of CO2. And what worse is that all units make a lot of smoke and are noisier than modern ones, and that's pretty bad for people and for the environment. Distribution. Okay, what happens when, for example, a business want to bring their product to the same point, but it's okay, but many companies do the same. So that creates more trucks in the city, that creates traffic and chaos. Whereas storage is, for example, when there is excess of inventory, there is shrinkage or losses or waste, and this is not select, this is just putting into garbage and contaminate the environment. What about loading and unloading? Okay, when you are using the cargo car, you have to be you have to be careful about because you can damage the product. If you damage the product, it's going to become waste and then become garbage, going to the garbage. What about packaging? Packaging, well, most of businesses spend or use a lot of material, existing material. So this is pretty dangerous because packaging has a difficult process to degradation. Benefit of green logistics, as I mentioned, being green, it means that you have a green card that illustrates and show that you are committed to the environment, that you defend, you really care about the environment. Improve your business organization performance. Well, for example, when you want to be green, you invest some equipment, for example, solar panels, and I don't know, in the future, when you're going to use it, you reduce your electricity costs, and that's a way to be efficient in the future. Improve your business reputation, of course. As I told you, your image is better. More customer stakeholders provide suppliers will want to work with you because you are green, you have your green card. That's really good for you. Apart from that, it gives you advantage when you are in advantage for your competitors. Maybe some clients prefer you to the others. Applicability. How to be green? Well, let's start with green transport. When you want to be green transport, you have to buy, I don't know, transportation unit that reduce polluting emissions, use alternative energy means, maybe make shorter roads to reduce or at least use less fuel. So what about green storage? You have to design very well your infrastructure because in the future you're planning to make different changes. So the infrastructure that you design now has to be adaptable to that point, to that change in the future. apart from that, you can buy or use different kind of means of energy, such as natural light. How? With solar panels, you have to install it, but where? You need infrastructure for that. Green distribution. Okay, every movement of your product produce a lot of, okay, it means use a lot of fuel. So you have to make sure to reduce it or optimize. Green packaging. You have to use packaging as little as possible. If you can, try to find the raw material that is reusable and recyclable. Green information. Many years ago, companies saved the information in paper, and now with the internet, we can save all of our information in any quantity on the internet in a cloud. Green loading and unloading. The company needs to invest in new machinery, new equipment that can move easily to your new warehouse. Recycling. Okay, when you have shrinkage waste, for example, you need to select and figure out whether you're going to recycle, reduce, or just put it into garbage. Problem and risk. What is the problem? The problem is that to be green, you have to invest a lot of money. For example, in new equipment, infrastructure, plant renovation, transportation units, and green material. Green materials such as, for example, packaging. Yes, you have to find a right material that can be reusable or recyclable. But what is the problem? This some people or some clients doesn't care about environmental problems. So if they doesn't care, your sales are not going to increase. If that doesn't increase, your profit doesn't increase anymore. The impact on the customer. Okay, some customer will perceive, okay, some other people will perceive that change, that investment they could adopt new postures, they could modify the consumption habits, they have the preference to you and the other company because that your company is showing that you is take importance of environmental problems. Apart from that, from that, you can get support from different part from, for example, the government, in banking institution, maybe banks can lend you money with low interest. Cases. For example, Gloria, biogas project. Gloria used the manure of livestock, mix it with water, fill it in, or put it in those containers, that the ester, and for a certain time after being fermented, we're going to get biogas. It can be used for transportation and other activities. What else? Well, Gloria has installed solar panels in San Lorenzo in 2017. It brings or it saves a lot of money to Gloria on electricity costs. Well, that's the end of the presentation. Thank you very much.